Good afternoon and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers in-Home Care and Providence Holy Cross Medical Center. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Kevin MacDonald.
on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving quality of life. And our guest, as well as the co-host, is Kevin MacDonald, the CEO of Santa Clarita Senior Center. And our first guest with him is Cassandra Flores. She's the coordinator of the Alzheimer's Day Program. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Good
I'm happy to be here.
All right, welcome everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Oh my goodness. It's hard to believe it's come this far.
Yes.
Where did the year go? So tell us what you do at the Senior Center.
Sure. So I am the Adult Day Program Coordinator. Just a little overview of the Adult Day Program. It's a structured, supportive, and engaging environment for older adults, especially those living with dementia or any other cognitive decline and any other memory loss. We focus on promoting emotional well-being, social connection, and cognitive stimulation through meaningful activities such as music, art, games, and memory-based programming. The program also provides essential respite for caregivers, allowing them time for their own responsibilities while knowing their loved ones are in a safe, supported, and socially engaging setting. It's not just care, it's for the community, it's for dignity and the quality of life.
Wow, that's a lot.
There's a
Yes.
lot going on there.
Whoa, good heavens. And I guess you have all areas, don't you? From slight to medium to more prominent.
Yes, so we have different stages of dementia in our group, mostly early to moderate mid stages. Once you get into more severe stages, you may not be appropriate for the group, and that requires more care, usually at home.
Yeah, because my doctors have told me I'm bordering on dementia. I'm on the low end of dementia.
Low end, all right. All
And
right.
I'm thinking, what's going to happen?
Well, Cassandra, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this field?
Yes, so I graduated from Cal State LA with my degree in sociology with an emphasis on diversity, and I just was naturally gravitating towards seniors. In high school, I volunteered with seniors as well at some acute care facilities in Burbank. And then just growing up in Burbank, when we were in elementary school, we would go to the senior centers and go trick-or-treating and those kind of things.
Yeah,
So I don't know, I always just felt such a connection with seniors. After I graduated college, I started working at an assisted living doing activities with, they called it the neighborhood. It was the center for those living with dementia and Alzheimer's. So I was there for many years with that company, and I grew into a role of a memory care programmer, meaning I was the director of the memory care floor. So I oversaw the caregivers and the families and the residents themselves. So it was a very, very busy and demanding job.
Wow, I could.
Yes. And after that, after COVID, it was just overwhelming. So I stepped back into more of an activity role again so that I can enjoy one-on-one time with the seniors. And that was just so fulfilling to be able to do that again. And then an opportunity came up for me to become a director again. So I moved back into memory care director, and it was same thing. It was just very demanding, and I wanted to go back to school. So when I found the senior center, it was just the holy grail. I was just so excited to start there. And then once I started there, I was able to go back to school. So right now I'm in my master's program for social work, and I'm looking to be an advocate for seniors, especially those with dementia. So I'm working on that goal right now.
Wow.
Boy, that's a heavy goal. Whoa. But you're young and you can handle it.
Yes. Yes.
And that's the good part about it.
Yes, I'm very good at balancing it all.
That's great. Now, do you have a family?
I just got married on November 1st. So,
Whoa, congratulations.
thank you. And right now it's just him, I, and our dog Skipper. And we're a happy little family right now. He's also in school for his master's in business. So we keep a busy schedule right now.
Oh, yes.
You know, I don't know what the future holds in a couple years and, hoping to grow a family, but we'll see. We'll take it from there.
Well, you've got plenty of time. There's no sense in rushing
Yes.
anymore.
I agree.
But what a gift she's been to our senior center, and bringing her, look at that huge background behind you and the education, such a valuable asset to all of our seniors that she's serving every day. It's just fantastic.
Well, I when she walked in, I knew, where have I seen her before? And we were just talking about it, and she was in the grief group.
Right.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, yeah, now I remember.
Yes. Yeah, on top of, doing my regular job, I was also interning at the senior center for my hours for my master's program. So I was able to join the grief group and the other support groups so that I can learn and be, more educated in how to support people.
Yeah, that's a very positive thing to do. It really is. Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
think that's wonderful.
Thank you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about your program? How many people you're serving? What's your real value to families?
Yes, so currently we have about 35 across two groups. So we are a Monday through Friday
Whoa,
program.
35.
Yes, but it's broken up into two groups. So we have the Monday, Wednesday, Friday group, and then our Tuesday, Thursday group. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And during those 4 hours, we offer, all the things I mentioned in the beginning for our seniors, but also the respite care and the support for the caregivers and their families. I hear almost every day what a blessing it is that they're able to take that time for themselves. They have appointments, they have to get their hair done, just
Oh,
things like
yes.
that to take care of themselves. So that is very rewarding in itself. And also, being with the seniors, doing activities. Today is National Pumpkin Pie Day. So I have a day for everything planned out. So we got some ice cream and pumpkin pie. We're going to make pumpkin pie milkshakes later this
Whoa,
afternoon.
that sounds wonderful.
And so we always have something fun going on. There's always a theme of the day. And I'm really into just celebrating every day. Every day with them is a celebration, and we like having that opportunity to share with them. So, we just have a lot of different activities that go on through the day, and it caters to everyone. So we can break up groups so that we can go a little slower paced, we can go a little faster paced with some other people so that everybody feels included, because we want to be person-centered and
Have them comfortable.
yes, and have everybody
That's-
comfortable.
yeah.
We want to, minimize the frustration, because, if I'm in a chemistry class, I'm not going to know anything and I would need it slowed down for me. But
That's right.
yeah, so it's just meeting people where they are at the moment, right?
Now, do you go to lunch with them there?
I do. So I have my lunch with them most of the time. I'll sit with them, converse with them. Their lunch usually looks better than mine because I bring it from home.
They have delicious lunches
Yes,
there.
it makes the
Oh.
room smell so good. I'm very fond of their chicken curry that they have. So, so whenever that's on the
Well,
menu,
their
I
shrimp-
usually get
their
it.
shrimp
The
is-
shrimp is
oh.
good. Yes. So any of those times that I get to spend with them and not focus, on an activity, but just have a conversation and sit with them, it's very important. It's very meaningful, and I enjoy what I do so much.
And you said person-centered, and for the general population, it's one person at a time and trying to learn their interests and what their life's about. Is that right?
Yes, so when they first start, we usually get like a About Me page, and on there it tells us their interest and what they like, what they dislike, things that they want to work on. Typically, the family fills that out, so I like to and families understand that this is what they like, but I like to talk to them and have their input on it. You know, family says they love to crochet, and I ask the participant, and they're like, I hate crocheting, you know, so it changes. So, yeah, being able to be one-on-one with them and learning their interest, it's so helpful. You know, we have a lot of baseball fans, and I'm a Dodger fan, and we love watching the Dodgers when they're playing.
You're Dodgers?
So
Well, you have a Raiders shirt on.
So yeah, so we like putting on the games, or when the Olympics were on, we like doing that. And when Jackie and Shadow, the Eagles in Big Bear, when they're on, we like to put that on as well. So anything that they're interested in, if they are from a different country, we'll put on some of their music so that we can all experience what it's like. Or, you know, YouTube is such a good tool to use. I think about a woman that we have that's from Thailand, and we will put on a walkthrough of Thailand, and she recognizes some of the places. So it's really cool to be able to do that.
Wow, a lot of resources in that, packing that 4 hours a day.
Yes, those 4 hours go by very quickly.
Oh, I bet they do
They
because
do.
you're busy.
Yes, we are
And
busy.
you don't even think to look at the clock.
No,
I mean,
typically no. Sometimes we'll look and say, okay, lunch is about, we have to, you know, clean up now because lunch is about to come in. But yeah, it does go by fairly quickly.
And you know, you're taking.
obviously enjoy your job.
I do. Can you tell? I do.
Yes, I can definitely
We can see the
tell.
energy, right?
Oh, you
There's
sure
a lot of
can.
energy in this room right now.
Very obvious.
Yes. Yes. I like to stay on my feet. I can't say enough how grateful I am for this opportunity and to work with these seniors. Like I was mentioning, just these seniors, especially those with dementia, and it's just a place in my heart that I just feel so much compassion towards them, and I just want to make sure everybody's comfortable and everybody's happy. So in these 4 hours that I have with them 2-3 times a week, I want to make a difference in their lives and their families' lives.
Well, now, your parents, it must help you with your parents, too.
Yes, as they get older,
Yeah.
you know, being able to be supportive for them, and I don't want to say recognizing the signs, but just being aware of what it would look like as they get older.
Absolutely.
But you were also raised pretty well if you're doing this in grammar school and high school.
Yes,
And yes,
yes.
You had some good upbringing.
Yes, I would say so.
And your own grandparents.
So my grandparents, I've only known my father's side of my grandparents, and one of them passed away when I was about 9 years old. So, but I lived with her up until pretty much 9 years old, and she's just everything to me. She's still so special to me, and I hold her so close in my heart. And my grandfather passed away in 2020, but he lived in Arizona, so I didn't have that much of a connection with him as much as I did my grandma. So, I mean, selfishly, I do feel like I feel a little void with my seniors that I have in my program, because I just have that love to give, but I don't have my actual grandparents to give to. So I spread it among them.
Wow. How special is that, Barbara, huh?
Oh, that is. Well, I can remember my grandparents. On my mother's side, I used to call my grandfather Little Hitler.
Ooh.
Well, during the Second World War, I was growing up in England.
Right.
And I would go, my mother would visit my father when he came in port, because he was in the Royal Navy. And my mom would take us over to them, to her parents. Mm-hmm. And he would sit in his chair, and he walked with a cane. And it made him hard to get up and move. Mm-hmm. But Minnie, my grandma, she was doing all things for him, but when he wanted something, he banged that cane on the side of the chair, or the table. Minnie, bring me my tea. And I thought, I thought, he's Little Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness,
You
yeah.
know, that's the way I always felt about him.
Well, and speaking of stories, that's a good story there. Sam, do you have a story you want to share about your seniors?
I actually have several stories. So one I can think of in particular is a participant we had. I'll call him Mr. M. He is just so vibrant and so talkative and full of life. But one time his wife came in and was telling me, I'm worried about him. I think I'm going to remove him from the program. And I said, why? And she said, he's just so quiet at home, and he just sometimes doesn't know what to do with himself. And I was just so surprised to hear that, because he was our social butterfly. He was the one calling everybody honey buns, and he was being so, he sang, and he just does all these things that I wouldn't picture him at home so quiet. But it just shows how much the participants thrive in this social environment. And she was very surprised, and I recorded him the next day and sent her a text with the video, and she was like, wow, I can't believe he's like this. And I said, of course, he's our superstar in here, and he loves to be loud. He had such a loud voice, and it was just great to have him in there. And then speaking of another participant, she wasn't doing well at home in terms of eating. She was just kind of keeping to herself and eating like a bird. And when she came into our program, she kind of started off that way. But then I think being in that social setting, it set her up for success, because she saw the others eating, and she saw others conversing, and she wanted to be a part of that. And now she's eating, and even though it's like one good meal a day, she's eating, and that was the important part for her family. So, you know, she's gaining weight, or she's stabilized, and the family is just so grateful and happy with that.
Well, now, the gentleman you were talking about, how was he acting at home finally?
It was still the same. I
Still
think,
the same.
yeah, because it was just him and his wife, and she worked. So it was just,
that made a difference.
yeah, it made such a difference that he was with us 3 times a week and was able to be his true self by letting all that go.
Everything.
Exactly. So he is just, you know, a wonderful man. And then one other story I want to share is about community connection. So we have CSUN nurses come in, and they volunteer. They don't volunteer. They need hours for their program.
Right.
And this one particular nurse, she decided to come in on her own time to volunteer, and she brought in her guitar, and she just did music therapy with the participants in the room.
Wow.
And it was beautiful, and participants were teary-eyed, the staff was, the other volunteers were, because she was connecting with them on that musical level. I wish I could play an instrument and do that with them. Sometimes I'll play on the piano we have in the room, but I'm just pushing the buttons and they laugh at me. But it was such a meaningful moment for the participants. Like I said, it was beautiful to have that community connection, and I encourage anybody with musical abilities or craft abilities to reach out to me so that we can have more of those opportunities for our seniors in the day program.
And we're talking about the Adult Day program at the SCV Senior Center, which a lot of people don't know about, one of our premier programs. And so proud of Cassandra. And Cassandra, you have some helpers, don't you? Why don't you give a shout out to your staff and volunteers, because they're watching today.
Yes, so shout out to Nick and Aisha and Maria. And today we have Patty, and they're rock stars. They help us keep the momentum going, and I appreciate all of you. You know, grateful for all of you now that Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and you guys make it so awesome to be in the room.
I mean, you're surrounded by the support. You're giving support to the individuals. You're giving support to those families, because I know, speaking with the families, because I told you I had a nice story yesterday, and the lady I walked, yes, I'm able to drop off my husband here for 4 hours a day. I'm able to get some peace on my own time. I'm able to do a couple of things for myself. So it's really honoring the caregivers. And in Thanksgiving season, we want to say thank you to those caregivers. You give those caregivers respite or a break every day. And we're just so grateful for all those caregivers at home, because they do a lot of the hard work.
Yes.
Absolutely do, whether they're husbands, wives, or actual caregivers.
Yes, it's a full-time job just being at home with them. So I'm glad, like I said, to give them that respite time to take care of themselves. You can't pour from an empty cup. So it's just so important.
Well said. Well said.
Absolutely.
And how would someone, they might be interested in your program, what's their first step? Calling the Senior Center?
Calling the Senior Center. I do get lots of messages a day, so sometimes emailing me is the easiest way to get a hold of me. There is a wait list, but we're getting through that as quick as we can, offering our services to the community. I try my best to get to everyone, and the best way is just to contact the community center or the senior center, and they know who to direct you to.
And Barbara, that phone number is, Barbara?
661-259-9444.
And the website is scvseniorcenter.org. Check that out for all of Cassandra's program and the Adult Day program at the SCV Senior Center.
Yes.
Congratulations on all your work. We're so grateful to have you at the Senior Center.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful job.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
job.
I appreciate it, and I appreciate everything you guys do as well.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We need to take a break now. I'm Kevin MacDonald with my co-host, Barbara Cochran, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host
Kevin MacDonald.
on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And our next guest now is also from the Senior Center, Gina Bowman, and she's the Director for Nutrition Operations. Wow, that's a big job.
It is. Grateful to have it.
Welcome, Gina B. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Happy
Grateful to be here.
Thanksgiving.
Grateful to be here. Thank you. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. It's here and now.
It is here now.
Isn't it amazing how fast this year has gone? Unbelievable.
We were just talking about how it doesn't really feel like Thanksgiving, even
No.
though today the culinary team really brought the smells. So now we're in the spirit in addition to having the nice decor. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it yet, but
No.
we'll get there.
So, Gina, I was trying to explain to Barbara very quickly what you do for a living, how you came to the Senior Center, and what you do every day,
Yeah.
because you do an amazing amount of things. And what's your joy in all of this?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's, in my blood or it just kind of came to, but hospitality just kind of spoke to me at a really young age. And this is a really fun and unique way to kind of get settled in more of a career aspect of doing this, something like this permanently rather than being in, restaurants and things like that. But Kevin, you discovered me as I was event planning, and I, still am, as you know, keeps me busy. But we had the pleasure.
Really? Keeps you busy?
A little bit, yes.
Oh.
I actually met Kevin at 2020 Celebrity Waiter. Helped, open the Grand Ballroom and do that. And that's what I was doing for a while. And if you remember, you came up to me and you said, what are you doing? I would be interested in hiring you. So eventually the worlds collided, and it's really nice to be able to give the hospitality to the seniors who really deserve it, and the banquet style manner that we do.
And so much, it's hospitality, but describe to us what you do during the day. I mean, you're in charge of all those people coming in and the dining experience at
Yeah.
Bella Vita, right?
Yeah.
And what does that take?
A lot of logistical planning. Well, it takes a really strong, amazing, great team. It's, in the first thing in the morning, our team gets there at 6 a.m., at least the front of the house team, culinary's there
6
early.
o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, so we have the openers.
Woohoo.
And they start, preparing the day. So from brewing the gallons and gallons of coffee we need to make sure we have by 8 a.m. for all of our seniors coming in first thing in the morning. We get the vehicles all prepped and ready to go. So, of course, there's, you got the ice sheets and the coolers and, making sure vehicles are gassed. So that's just the first small portion that 3 individuals handle.
So you're getting Meals on Wheels ready.
Yes,
That's only one part of your job. You're getting
Yes.
preparation for
Yes.
Meals on Wheels to go out. That's one part of your job.
Yes.
Okay, keep going, because
Sorry.
you're only at 6:30.
We're only at 6:30.
When do you make the meals?
The culinary team by 6 o'clock has everything in. They start at 5, as early as 5, but they're getting things in the oven at about 6. Our packing team that creates like the accompanying bag of the milk and the fruit and the other nutritional items, and every once in a while a dessert in there too. Those are packed and prepared the day prior. So we had those in the car. So that 6:30 timestamp that you just spoke to is when the vehicles are getting the ice sheets, all 20 vehicles going out every day, and they get all the meals packed by the reservations. So every day it's a new reservation. Every route has its own little acronym by the territory, which is really well managed and organized by our home delivered meals coordinator, Cindy. But from there on, then we have people phase in. So culinary, they're going. Everything's always operating. And then our team we call the banquet team, but it's the home delivered meals team too. So 7 o'clocker comes in, we make sure vehicles are gassed. We are probably Sam's Club's number one, supporter of their gasoline sales. But we go there, and then 8 o'clockers come in, and meals are starting to actually be plated up between that 7:30 and 8 o'clock hour. Plated up meaning the home delivered packaged meals. So we
Yeah.
start with that. The reservation that we get is typically around that 500 number. So imagine we're just a beautiful assembly line with all the fresh food, all the smells. It's really hard to come in that early in the morning
And
already
the
start
food,
smelling
the
it.
food is delicious.
It is.
It really is.
They take a lot of pride in what they do, and it's really nice. And of course, you can throw something together, or you can cook with love, and it speaks to it in the flavor.
Well, like I said, the foods are delicious because I have meals delivered on Monday and Friday.
And you come in on Wednesdays,
And
right?
I come in on Tuesdays.
Oh, Tuesdays, that's right.
Yes. And the meals are delicious. They really are.
What's your favorite, or top two if you can't pick?
I like the fish.
Okay.
I love the fish
Nice.
and the shrimp.
Oh, I love
Well, seafood.
it. Yes, basically,
seafood,
yes, I see a
yeah.
trend.
And they have I guess it's roast beef. Is it roast? No, it's beef. Beef and
It's probably
gravy and mushrooms and onions. That's always
I love
delicious.
that. That might
too.
be either the hearty beef stew, something like that. That's a favorite.
Is that what it? Oh, that's delicious.
Yeah, I
Really
love
is
it.
good.
I'm glad you're enjoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're rolling through the morning.
Yes.
We're just plating up for 500 Meals on Wheels
Yep.
recipients, and you're in charge of that team doing that. The cooks are cooking. That's
Cooks
our
are cooking.
culinary.
Yep. We have Jennifer's our quality assurance. So we have this really fun automated sealer that takes all of the meals, and seals them properly. She checks on that and makes sure everything is consistent. Then those numbers, or all those 500 or so reservations, go straight into the packing room where we keep them at a nice temperature until we're ready to put the 20 bags or load the 20 bags with the hot, fresh meals. So that's just the start. Still touching the surface,
Oh, and I
but
love your little containers of fruit.
oh, good.
Oh,
good.
they're always good.
I love it. Yes.
And the applesauce.
I was going to say,
Ooh.
what about the
Barbara's one of our
desserts?
favorite customers.
Yes. I love it. But so every meal is carefully brought out in a single bag to each one of our daily drivers. We have oftentimes a little bit over 20 different drivers because people like to go out together, which I think is the best way to really help with the Meals on Wheels program. So it's nice to have a partner to do that. But every vehicle gets packed, and of course we're serving lunch, so we make sure they're in the vehicles by 9:15, and they can go all over the Santa Clarita Valley and get delivered by our amazing volunteers. We do not have one paid employee that drives any of these meals out to these seniors. So
It makes Santa Clarita so special that we have 110 volunteers every week coming in from the Santa Clarita Valley community to do Meals on Wheels through the senior center.
Well,
It is some community.
It is. This community is absolutely full of volunteers. I've been volunteering since 1973.
wow.
And I have, up until I went through this cancer garbage, I was volunteering at 5 and 6 different organizations,
Wow.
committees, and just loving it.
I love it.
And because people are they're so giving out here. They really are. Every once in a while you come across somebody who's a yeah. You know? But that's very seldom.
Right.
Very, very seldom. I think maybe I've met 3 of them in the whole time I've done that.
Yeah.
But you're right. They're able to donate and really volunteer in so many different ways. We're hanging out this morning with Liz Goff and Bill
Yes.
Pollock,
Yep.
and they're part of our banquet volunteer team. Just amazing individuals who keep giving back. And,
They really are. They're so incredible.
yeah,
And
so you got 500 meals out. That's
Yes,
just part A.
500,
What's
yes.
part B? What happens next? Because you have this big dining hall you have to fill with people
right,
every
we sure
day.
do. Yes, we have a lot more people that come in than we have seats. So we have to make sure that obviously everybody rotates out. So around 8 o'clock is when we get like the next phase of our staff in and we start prepping. Again, coffee's still brewing. We're serving coffee at this time. We've got iced tea and lemonade and all of these things, milk and all sorts of beverage to prep. So we have this beautiful barista bar where our servers, pay it forward to our volunteers, totally stock it, get it ready to go for the day, get all the ice and everything. And then we go straight to, I guess I should say, in the meanwhile, we're also still packaging the to-go meals. So this is all happening this same time as well. But we go to our table side. We make sure every table is set with the proper silverware. Sugar caddies are filled. Having the standards
Salt and pepper on
Salt
there.
and pepper, yep.
Eight places at every table.
Exactly. Yep. Absolutely.
And every once in a while we add a ninth and a 10th.
Yeah. Well, yes, we see that. We see that sometimes, and then sometimes we get chairs removed. So we're flexible. But since I have that event planning background too, I kind of just get a little bit particular about the way the tables look. So everything is just like a nice, consistent format for everyone that comes in.
And let me stop you right there. Why? Why are you creating that environment? But this is is this your grandfather's senior center?
It's your grandfather's country club.
It's your grandfather's country club. Fair
Yes.
enough.
Yes.
That's
It's
a
a
good
beautiful
way to put
building.
it,
You know,
yes.
we should take care of it. The look of everything should reflect the beauty in the building.
Compared to the
so,
old one,
Yes.
oh my
yes.
goodness,
Yeah.
this is a palace.
It really is.
But also when you enter a palace, that's I think when your hospitality comes
Right,
in
it's
and
very
you're
welcoming.
really meticulous, I think, into creating a dining experience for everyone as if they're at a country club and not a senior center.
Exactly.
And that's what I think Bella Vita means
Yeah. It's
in
true.
many ways.
Yeah. Just
Well,
adds-
when you walk in that door to the left, there's a big living room with chairs and sofas and
Fireplace.
and all kinds of people sitting in there chatting. And then you go a little further in, and behind the monstrous desk there, either 2 or 3 of the ladies who are there. Hi, how are you? Very, very friendly. It's wonderful.
I agree.
It really is.
And then what happens at 10:30? Because I was there this morning at
Yes.
10:30. The lines were down the hall, around the
Yes.
corner. What magically happens at 10:30
Right,
on
so
any
we made
given
our
day?
magic wands. Everything gets prepared, and at 10:30 we open our doors. That's kind of just a soft opening for people to come in, get situated, get their beverages. Typically everyone that's in that line at that time knows where they want to sit, so they disperse. They either go to their favorite chair, their favorite server, and then at 10:45 we just start serving the hot lunches from the culinary team from 10:45 till 1 o'clock, and you can enjoy the dining room experience until 1:30.
And this is a plated service.
A plated
Not many other
service.
senior centers in this county have a plated
Right.
service.
That's
From what I
very true.
understand, there's a cafeteria stigma with a lot of the other agencies. So,
And what are you doing? So what do you do?
Well, we have have you been to a wedding and got banquet service? I
Yes.
feel like that's essentially what we're trying to do with it, not necessarily giving a dress code of formality, of course. You can come in how you want, but I would say really you have the servers really taking out every single plate, greeting the guests with a warm smile,
they're
and
so
offering.
friendly. They really are so
They
friendly.
really And it's hard to, I have to give everyone credit to, when you see the first group come in, you have about 80 to 100 people that first 15, 20 minutes, and you can see them all, and they're all seated, and so they get going, and then everyone just continues in for 2 more hours. So you really have to manage these sections and make sure people aren't waiting. So we have a lot of like the high standards that any other country club or banquet, facility would have.
That's so true. And why? I mean, why are you doing this for all these folks? Because they're listening right now. They're
Right.
probably showing
Yeah.
us live in the ballroom. What do you want to share with those seniors that are enjoying their meal today?
I just think that we're so grateful to have you, but I think also you guys are also very, very blessed to have just this high level of service that our staff can give. It takes a great pleasure for us to do this every day. And so, like I said before, with the cooking from the heart, it's service from the heart. And we're just really pleased that you guys are, all enjoying.
And the seniors
Nice.
deserve it.
The
and
seniors
you,
absolutely do.
They deserve it, and you're presenting it because they deserve
Yes,
it.
yes,
Wow,
absolutely.
that's
So,
special, isn't that?
It is. It
It really
really
is.
is.
We want to always keep the standards high. So.
And we have tons and tons, hundreds of seniors out here. We
Today, I'm
really-
guessing
yes.
we'll do about 400 in the dining room alone, but there's Yeah, plenty. There's a lot of seniors, and I think it speaks to Santa Clarita just being a family.
It's a family-oriented community.
Absolutely.
It really is. It's always been that way.
It has.
Gina, do you want to give a shout out because you're surrounded by these amazing staff. Do you want to give a
Yes.
shout out to your staff and your team?
I do. I love them dearly and appreciate that they're taking care of everything. They always do, anyways, but especially while I'm with you right now. Could not do this without Jennifer and Sarah. They are our supervisors and managers of the operations, and so those two really are my right and left arm, is what I call them. But and Shirley and Natalie, Aaliyah, Kayla, and Cameron are the amazing service team on the floor that are serving you all right now this delicious ham meal. We'll get to that in a minute. And then I have that early morning packing team I was talking about, that 6 a.m. team with Tyler, Jesus, and Oliva. And additionally, we serve meals at Bouquet Canyon Senior Apartments. So we have Miss Erica that goes and serves about 100 guests over there, and our parking lot staple, who does much more than organizing the parking lot and traffic, but Frank Willard. He is dressed as a pilgrim today. He is standing outside making sure seniors are safe crossing the way. But that's my personal team, but I also absolutely love and appreciate and essentially lightly oversee the culinary team, so we can't do it without them either.
You got about 111 people backing you.
Yes, absolutely.
My
And-
girlfriend, Darlene Lyons.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
there today. She offered to do an
yeah.
extra day today, which
She's
was
been there
amazing.
for
Yeah,
ages,
we had a lot of
ages.
people out today, so
Well,
we
that's-
had a nice substitute. It was great.
That's
Darlene was
her
wonderful.
husband sometimes goes there with her, I think.
Well, thank you for creating this just
Yeah.
an amazing experience for seniors at
been
Bella
fun.
Vita and putting it all together and running so many programs at once with all the support. So and giving, they deserve it. I
Yes,
think that's
they do.
on this Thanksgiving week, the seniors deserve it, and we're grateful to them for all they're doing. So,
Absolutely.
listen, we need to take a break now. I'm Kevin MacDonald with my co-host Barbara Cochran on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
When I'm 64.
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host
Kevin MacDonald.
on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And our guest now is Gina Bowman. She's the Director for Nutrition Operations over there.
I am. Thank you for having
Yes.
me.
Now, what got you started in this? You know,
You know, it was a phased approach, I guess. We've been in country club atmosphere working for quite some time.
you have your
yes.
parents.
Nope,
also?
just me. Didn't really have anybody guiding me in that way, but that's just kind of what happened after high school and all of that. And I learned all these different styles of service and had a lot of fun doing it. Eventually, as you get older, you can't just make that as sustainable. So,
True.
graduated to some other professions in the same industry. So I ended up selling, before it was the Oaks at TPC. I was selling special events there. Went to my event planning business, met Kevin, and fell in love just with the concept and operations of serving, the seniors and bringing an elevated service that was, for one, unmatched, and also hopefully setting the standard for all of the other agencies to see. So we want to be the model. So I love a challenge too. It was a lot of fun, but it's very special, and I love it so much.
Do you?
You can tell. And she has that smile every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Do you have a family of your own?
I have my parents and my brothers, but I'm just
You're
just
single.
me.
You're just single.
Yeah.
Now that we made that clear on the radio.
Why not?
Hey, speaking of that,
Somebody may be out there.
speaking of that, Gina, what are we doing today and tomorrow at the Senior Center?
Well, what are we doing? Today we're serving the most amazing ham. I actually had a piece of it and a little sauce before I left with a beautiful piece of pie. I don't know what the culinary team did with the gravy. It's somehow this beautiful, pineapple savory gravy that was just absolutely delicious.
So it's Thanksgiving today.
Thanksgiving today for all of our seniors. Tomorrow we are so grateful for the Lions Club to fund us to be open. So we're serving a traditional Thanksgiving meal tomorrow. Comes with a ton of volunteers and additional support as well as our team members. But you got everything under the sun, and tomorrow Don't tell everyone, but they're getting both apple and pumpkin pie.
All right.
Getting them both.
A special day thanks to the
Yes,
Lions Club and your
absolutely.
cooks. Who are your cooks doing all this?
They're amazing. I could not do this without Chef Marco. He is just a really great leader and oversees the culinary team. We've got Frank Contreras as our sous chef. Kyle and Trevor, they're our cooks. And when I say they're cooks, they are really cooking.
Really
So
cooks.
those guys are on there all the time. And we have some dish and sanitation specialists as well, Herman and Fabian. And then Jojo, or that's his nickname at least, Andrew Anderson. He's kind of got his hands in everything. So
All right.
he's helping. But they're an amazing, small, and mighty machine.
Great.
Everyone knows what they're doing.
Yes.
Now,
And
Gina,
they
real
do
quickly,
it well.
real quickly, can I rent out the senior center?
Kevin, you should rent out the senior center. I think you have rented out the senior
Yes, I
center.
have.
But yes, I wholeheartedly think it's the most beautiful place that can occupy as many as 300 guests. We are so very busy, actually, with Bella Vita events. So there's not a ton of advertising.
They're
but
renting out that ballroom
they
every other
are.
weekend.
Yes, in fact, that was our latest. We are halfway we're more than halfway at capacity for this year. Let's just say
That's
that.
fantastic.
So if you are interested, there's a lot of other spaces in the facility too, but we have obviously this amazing team that is banquet service for our seniors, this beautiful ballroom, and it comes with a lot of things included. So it's pretty great.
All right. Gina B., thank you for joining us today.
Thank you
Thanks for all you're
having
doing
me.
for
I
the Senior
appreciate you
Center.
guys so
Oh,
much.
yes.
And we look forward to a nice day tomorrow. It's going to be a
All
lot of
right.
fun.
Happy
It's going to
Thanksgiving.
be busy
Thank you,
tomorrow.
yes.
All
Happy
right.
Thanksgiving.
You have been listening to the Senior Hour on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. We are sponsored by Comfort Keepers In-Home Care and Providence Holy Cross Medical Center. Now go and enhance your quality of life.